What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, I want to give you a quick update on what we're seeing from Solana from a macro perspective, because I think this is a very good thing that could lead Solana to see some absolutely amazing gains. So with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now, looking at Solana here, what we can see is that we are here on the weekly charts looking at not only just its price, but it's our RSI as well. Now, I don't usually look at the RSI a ton here in these videos, but I do think it's a very important tool, especially when you're trying to gauge opportunity, okay? Opportunity to the upside, opportunity to the downside. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove all of these drawings and let's take a look at this at its core. Okay, let's take a look at this at its core. Well, what I'm paying attention to for Solana is that as its price has been continuously moving upwards over the last couple months, I mean, about the last year, realistically, something started happening right around here. Okay, something started happening right around here. You can quite clearly see that momentum shifted and we started to go a little bit more, not down, but not as high upwards, right? The rate of increase definitely slowed down. And as that happened, we started to see, of course, Solana's price Solana's, overall RSI reading start to move in the downward direction. Now, this is actually a very good thing. And you may say, well, why is this a good thing? Well, let me explain it to you. Whenever a crypto reaches the top side of its RSI, right? Whenever it does this, it gets up to these levels. It has one of two options. Option number one is that it has to do one thing. It has to go down. RSIs always reset. Simple as that, no questions asked, okay? Now, in order to reset, it has to do one of two things. It has two options. Option number one is that its price pulls back and it starts to crash like we saw here, right? Boom, 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 right? Option number two is that we see the rate of increase slow down almost into a sideways movement. And while we are in that sideways movement, and as those moving averages do start to align a little bit better, then we start to see that RSI start to pull back towards the downside. And so knowing that we, of course, needed to see this thing reset, needing to see it cool down from this overbought territory, it is interesting to say that we are not pulling back to cause it. We are actually gradually increasing. And the reason I find this interesting is because I do believe we are going to see Solana reach that $400, $500, $600 level at some point. That's my honest belief. And how do we get there? Well, if we're going to get there, if we're going to get that high, if we're going to see Solana do it, maybe towards the end of the year, probably not this year, but sometimes next year, what's going to end up needing to happen is that this weekly RSI is going to need to give us the room to the upside to continuously make that progress, right? We need to make that progress. And the fact that we are now seeing that as Solana's price is still putting in higher lows, right? Boom, low, higher low, higher low. But this RSI is still resetting low, lower low, lower low. It shows me that this bullish divergence is opening up the door of opportunity for this RSI to continue back up towards the upside, which would allow Solana's price to continue back up to the upside as that momentum does shift back in the upwards direction. And so knowing that, in my opinion, it tells me that the door is now opening for, even if Solana does want to pull back a little bit, right? $99, $80, whatever it may be, as this continues to happen, our door to the upside is getting bigger and bigger. And likelihood is here that once we do want to see Solana make that move that could result in, $200, $300, $400, it wouldn't be hard at all, especially from an RSI perspective, to cover that ground to make it up to those levels. And so I'm very, very happy with what we're seeing here from Solana. I love the fact that this weekly RSI is resetting because, quite simply, again, it's opening up the door for us to be able to make that move up to $300, $400, $500, $600. So, of course, I did a full video yesterday for you, just kind of updating you exactly what was happening with Solana. So definitely do feel free to check that out if you'd like. While you are down there, don't forget I have a private Discord server that you can see my my trades, other creators' trades. You can get exclusive seminars, live streams. I mean, we have gym callers in there. We're putting out alpha reports. There's so much stuff. So make sure you do go check that out and make sure you do tune in for the next one. But overall, I hope you all have an absolutely amazing Wednesday, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.